Day. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Flacco and the Cleveland Browns taking on Matt Ryan and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3. And here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 35-year-old quarterback in his 13th season in the NFL, the former MVP Matt Ryan.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39-yard line. A check on the numbers last week for Connor. 14 carries, 80 yards.
After the last game, they had plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Hassan Reddick just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Browns take over first.
So here comes the Browns offense with a long field ahead. Leading them out in his 13th season in the NFL, here's Joe Flacco.
The Ravens' all-time leading passer by a mile. Plenty of arm strength, plenty of toughness, great leadership skills. Joe Flacco can make every throw that's expected of an NFL quarterback, and then some. Definitely a pocket passer, though. Not great mobility.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Flacco. Got his drop just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10.
A check on the numbers receiving for Anderson last week. 5 catches, 57 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
That's good.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Second and 11 now. Flacco from the gun. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and the 11.
Here's Flacco. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And this certainly confirms all the chatter, just how big of a final weekend this is. For the moment, the 6th seed is theirs, but it'll take a victory to officially lock that down.
And we have to keep reminding ourselves that number 6, that's no longer the final seed. We go 7 deep in each conference now. But you're the get-stuck scoreboard watching and hoping other teams can help you out by winning their games or losing their games. You got to take care of business yourself and erase all doubt.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. And pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Ingram again, a first down carry. Down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Flacco, throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Passing play. Flacco. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Flacco's pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
1st and goal from the 6. Here's Flacco. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
The carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Ball carried.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Ingram. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They're running. Ingram. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. Ingram denied on 4th and goal. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play. This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Ryan back into his end zone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's 3rd down.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
I'm not sure how much I really love that call. It almost seems like a little bit of a give up there. But maybe what they were thinking is, we've got a chance to pop one. They think we're just going to give up here, hand it to the big man, and maybe he can get through. Sometimes there's a little bit of courage in play calling that maybe we don't give enough credit.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach. We act at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Bootleg, Flacco. Throw caught here by Bird.
Flacco's pass.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Flacco. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
And now out come the Steelers. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one complete on the slant route. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Flacco. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Flacco. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Flacco to throw again on second down. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. Now a short one to Gesicki. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Flacco. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Malik Hooker on the coverage.
Third and just one. It's Flacco. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our halftime report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Nice job there utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, Ingram. Jamal Sheard on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3rd down and 7.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. They go screen. This is Ingram. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Flacco. Now a short one to Gesicki. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Down right around the 25.
Mark Ingram, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Flacco. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And now Anderson is slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Ingram. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Flacco. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
To pass, Flacco. He's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So they've had a great, impressive drive. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mohamed Sanu with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Ball carrier.
Deron Harmon makes the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll have a first down past the 40. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. Play action. It's Ryan.
His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ryan will throw again.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Play action. Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Devin McCourty there defensively.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Another big play there by Aaron Donald, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 2017 and 18. We know he can rush the passer. He's also dominant in the run game. The quickness for a man his size often defeats the offensive lineman trying to block him.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Flacco off play action. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Fair catch,
so a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
14. First down, Steelers.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Here's Ryan. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Gain of 6. First down, Pittsburgh.
To throw again is Ryan. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
To throw again, Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First target, first catch, and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again, Ryan. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Covered by Jason McCourty.
Ryan now to throw on third down. That is caught inside the 5.
Ryan's
and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dallas Goedert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 20.
Flacco fakes the give. Sets to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
That's good.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. This is Ingram. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. 30. The 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Pressure mounting. Flacco. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a...
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Ingram. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
Mark Ingram.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Aaron Donald on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd
Ingram.
and 7 at the 8-yard line.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. On 3rd down, it's Ingram. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time a 9-play drive, and it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for Chris Godwin.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cleveland, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.